All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Ruhakakadash. Double honors to my apostles and my elders of great millstone who rule well and teach well, being a great example to us, brothers. And peace and many blessings to the hopeful elect scattered abroad. Okay? It's your brother Zakar, man. Just a quick little lesson. What is a carbon footprint? Now, as you know that they're trying to bring in their new world order. They, meaning Esau, Edom. Okay? They're bringing it in fast. Okay? So we gotta, some of these words, some of these things, our people aren't used to hearing. So I woke up this morning and I was thinking to myself, I was looking through my Twitter feed and I seen CBDCs trending. Okay? So a carbon footprint is going to be a part of the CBDCs, which is a central bank digital currency. As you can see, the mighty dollar is dwindling down the drain, and they're going to bring in their central bank digital currencies, okay, which will lead to that MOTB, pursuing the Revelations chapter 13, okay, which they're going to put inside your body. It says a carbon footprint is the amount of carbon dioxide and other carbon components emitted due to some consumption of fossil fuels by a particular person, group, etc. So the consumption the consumption of fossil fuels by a particular person, group, etc. Okay, fossil fuels, things that you eat, things that you do. Okay, we can go into a few more things on it. Okay, carbon footprint. It's all about tracking you. It's all about tracking where you are, what you've been doing. Okay, and Esau Edom wants to track your every move because you're a slave to him. Okay, he wants you to be his slave. Okay, the scriptures say, let us break their bands asunder. Let us cut their cords away from us. Their cords, what kind of cord do we have? If you look at a regular cord, you plug it into a wall, right? Into a power source. And what's our power source? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. So with this carbon footprint, these CBDCs, and ultimately that MOTB, that RFID microchip, they're looking to cut us away from our God. Basically cut our power off. You see? Which they won't be able to do. Okay? It says carbon footprint. It says, what is a carbon footprint? It says, a carbon footprint is the total amount of greenhouse gases, including carbon dioxide and methane, that are generated by our actions. The average carbon footprint for a person in the United States is 16 tons, one of the highest rates in the world. Okay? As you can see, let's look at some of these images. We can get it. It's sideways right now, but carbon footprint, water, emissions, electricity, transport, offsets, waste, recycling, gas, personnel, fuel. So they're looking to track all these things and how they're going to track it through that MOTB. Okay? Ultimately. Through that MOTB, man. Okay? This is what they're trying to bring in, man. the WEF, the World Economic Forum. If you go back, even the Georgia Guidestones was talking about this type of thing, man. Okay, one of the commandments was maintain humanity up under one new living language, which is that MOTB. Okay, and your carbon footprint, so they can track you, everything that you do. So let's look up some other things for the carbon footprint. Then we're going to go to a few videos here on Twitter. Lord willing, this message is edifying. It says, and I've looked this up before because I just tried to do a video, but my Google was kept on messing up on me. Lord willing, you can hear me right now. It says, what is your carbon footprint examples? It says people, products, and entire industries have carbon footprints. Your personal footprint includes emissions from a variety of sources, your daily commute, the food you eat, the clothes you buy, everything you throw away. So everything that you do, they want it to be tracked. They want to play God. They think that they're the Most High. Okay? They think that by tracking these things, they can limit you to certain things, which will overall help the environment and help people to live longer. But you got Bill Gates over here going over to Africa for the past 20 years, and now you see what's happening to a bunch of those people. And we don't have to go into it. But this devil is the devil that the Bible speaks of, man. Let me get a scripture real quick. Okay? And it's all going to lead to Revelation chapter 13. But right now, let's get 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and 3. Okay? 2 Thessalonians chapter 2 and 3, because Esau Edom, he wants to play God, man. He wants to get inside of your temple. It says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day should not come except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. And how does this man oppose and exalt himself above all that is called God? Well, all that is called nature. Well, you don't see two male chimpanzees getting together and having a baby. You don't see two squirrels getting together, two male squirrels or two female squirrels getting together and having a baby. You see? Only the human race, only these devils would push that sort of thing. That's against nature. Man and man and woman with woman, that's against nature. 1 + 1 = 2. So this man opposeth everything that is called God. Okay? And the animals and the trees and everything in humanity, okay, besides the human race, is waiting for the Lord to come back to destroy this man off of the earth. Esau Edom has to pay. Okay, this devil has went way too far. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called Yahweh, or that is worshipped, so that he, as Yahweh, sitteth in the temple of Yahweh, showing himself that he is Yahweh. This man has to be stopped. So let's go into this article real quick. I got a few of them pulled up here, and I want to get this other one first because I had something different first. And yeah, this is the one I wanted to pull up. This is by Lauren Cope on Twitter, right? And it says, unless you want total control over your lives like China has on its citizens, and total control That's that carbon footprint, tracking your, and how are they going to track you? As you know, Elon Musk has a brain chip interface that they're trying out on humans this year, right? You got a new video game that can kill people if they die in it. All these things are against nature, against the Most High. These different pseudo miracles that Esau Edom wants to perform. Oh, if you're blind, we can make you see again. Oh, if you can't walk or this, that, and other, then we can make you walk again. If you see, everything they do is against the Lord. If the Lord wanted somebody to be blind, that's why they're blind. But Esau Edom, through his miracles, okay, according to the book of Revelations, okay, deceives the people that are on the earth. Okay, it says, unless you want total control over your lives like China, and over in China, if you look into their situation, into their, they got cameras everywhere, facial recognition systems, you know, tracking people's good behavior. If you're so good, then this, that, and the other, and you get a prize. But if you're bad, and this, that, and the other, don't even come outside, and all these things, man, they're coming over to America, man, to a city near you. Why? Because Esau Edom thinks that he's God. And ultimately, it's to bring in that huge, major prophecy, that MOTB, that they want to put inside your skin. Okay, now the elders in Men of Valor, they go into the elder Atazawam and the elder Bakar Moth. Okay, they go into these things a lot. Okay, it says resist against central bank digital currency CBDCs, which is what Biden is trying to bring in. He said by December they were going to be switching over to the central bank digital currencies. That means your Bitcoin and all these things and all that stuff is going to go out the window. Your mighty dollar, it's already fallen down the drain. They're going to bring in a thing that they can track. Okay, you know, it might start off on your phone. You know, that's why you don't see people with money in their pockets, dollars in their pockets usually anymore. People just got credit cards that has a chip on it. You see? He says, like your freedom depends on it. He says, resist against central bank digital currency like your freedom depends, because it does. You see? And let's get this video. It says programmable lives. So they'll be able to turn your, see, the way the world is going, when they bring this in, when they implement this thing, if you walk too much, if you fart too much, you go to the bathroom too much, you eat too much, they'll be able to stop your cash flow. They'll be able to stop you from doing certain things. You drive your car too much because they'll say it's in the name of protecting the environment. Well, the Lord's the one that's controlling the environment, man. Okay? Matter of fact, let me get some scriptures real quick. What's that? Psalms. Why did the heathen rage, right? Psalms what? 2? Let me see. Because this devil thinks that he's the most high. Psalms 2 and 1. Yep. It says, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? Now that MOTB is a vain thing. That central bank digital currency, the carbon footprint, is a vain thing. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. Now, what's a cord? If you look into your, like we was explaining, okay? Our cord is our power to the Lord, man. You plug us into the Lord, and hey, we got the Lord. They want to cut that cord off so we don't have the Lord anymore. They want us to be their slaves. Okay? They want us to be their slaves. It's lucky I get a call. Slovakia. But they want us to be their slaves, man. Okay? They want you to be a slave to them. Let's listen to this video. Lord willing, this message is edifying. I ain't want it to be this long. But hey, it is what it is. It says programmable lives. Carbon footprint linked to digital ID, CBDC. Social credit system? Question mark. If you don't want this, we need to all challenge together. Let's listen.
We're developing, through technology, an ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So, individual carbon footprint tracker. Stay tuned. We don't have it operational yet, but this is something that we're working on. We're developing through technology.
So that tracker is going to be that RFID microchip that they're going to implant inside of your brain. And I don't know why other people don't understand this, man. They're trying their hardest to lead the sheep astray. They're trying their hardest to lead the people astray. But this is plain upon tables, man. Like the scriptures say, write the vision and make it plain upon tables, that he that readeth may run. Okay? This is what's coming down the pipeline, man. This is what Esau, Edom, so-called white man, is trying to do to you. They're trying to cut you cords away from the Lord. Let us let us break their bands asunder, right? Cut their cords away from us. They don't love the Lord. They hate the Lord. Everything they do is against nature and against the Lord. A man having a baby. Okay? Little children being able to go in there and have their genitals cut off, or these things, or say that they're trans this and this, that, and the other. Change their sex. Okay, this is what this man is implementing into the earth, man. This is totally against the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Let's listen to that video again. And he's proud. Never trust a proud white man with a damn suit, with no beard. Look at him.
An ability for consumers to measure their own carbon footprint. What does that mean? That's where are they traveling? How are they traveling? What are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? So,
what are they eating? What are they consuming on the platform? That's where you go into that Revelations 13, right? You won't be able to buy, sell, do anything unless you participate with this system, with this government. What's that? Georgia Guidestones, the third commandment of the Georgia Guidestones is maintain humanity in one language. That's that new living language, man. The CBDCs, the MOTB. Okay? Gonna bring this CBDCs. Look at this. With the central bank digital currency, CBDC, they can turn your money off. They can turn your money off, man. If you use too much carbon, right, they can turn your money off. So all your 401k and all this, that, and the other, and this, that, and the other, they can turn it off, man. Oh, you used too much today. We're not going to let you use this much. And who are they to decide about the earth? Oh, they come up with this thing called climate change. Ain't nobody controlling the climate besides the Lord, man. The Lord did it. But they don't believe in the Lord, you see? It says no need for jail. Your money and internet connection, connected electric car don't work till tomorrow or till you vote the way we want, for the planet. Yeah, man. This is it, man. I'm going to retweet that. So that MOTB is right around the corner, man. That MOTB is right around the corner, man. And let's read that again. So it says carbon footprints, right? It says, what are 3 things you can do to lower your carbon footprint? Look at this. Stop buying your water in plastic. Incorporate walking or biking to some of your regular short trip destinations. They want you to walk back and forth, man. Turn off the lights and unplug devices. Keep your tires on your cars properly inflated and get regular tune-ups. They want you to spend more money and stop eating, stop walking, or stop driving places. So your carbon footprint, right? The amount of carbon dioxide and other carbon compounds emitted due to the consumption of fossil fuels. And who invented all these things, man? Well, the Lord invented everything for man's use. But who implemented all these things? Back in the day, there was a time whenever they could have used hemp oil or hemp something instead of this oil that they're using these days. They could have used something for cars, which would have helped the atmosphere, right? But they chose to use the other stuff instead and destroyed the environment. Always digging, always doing this, going in different countries, digging up their resources, always doing these things. Now you got a diesel shortage. Esau Edom brung this up on himself. But it's ultimately going to lead to that MOTB, and our people are not ready, man. They're not ready for that. Revelation chapter 13. So just like the old man was saying, that old devil, Esau, Revelation 13, and I'll start at 16. And it says, and he calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Now, what's Elon Musk coming up with right now? What did Joe Biden just implement? And 20 years ago, he said it on a platform with a judge. He said, you will rule on this. You remember he said that? Well, guess what? They know what they're doing, man. He just signed a chips bill, microchips bill, right? To develop billions and billions of microchips here in America. They already got it. I mean, Taiwan is the main microchip maker in the world, but they're going to bring it over here. This is 1 Corinthians 3 and 16. Know ye not that ye are the temple of God? Okay? And Esau Edom wants to defile your temple. He wants to take away your cords from the Lord so you can be of him. He wants you to go against the Lord in everything you do. It says, know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you? If any man defile the temple of God, him shall Yahweh destroy. For the temple of God is holy, which temple ye are, man. You are the temple of the Lord, and they know this. So in order to get into your temple, they're going to come down with great wrath. Revelations 12 and 12. Matter of fact, let me read that. They're going to come down with great wrath to put this thing inside of you, man. They're going to track your every single move through that carbon footprint. Salakia. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil, who's the devil? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the Illuminati, the WEF, the New World Order. Okay? Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil has come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. This devil has a short time. And what is he going to do? Revelation 13, right? And 16. We just read that. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor. So it don't matter what kind of status you have, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or on their foreheads. And what's that? What did that white man just say? A technology, singular, that's going to be able to track your carbon footprint. And this is what's going to happen if you take that thing, man. Okay? This says, Revelations 14 and 9, it says, and there followed another angel saying, Babylon is fallen, it is fallen, a great city. Babylon, aka America, man. This place is going to fall, and this is a future prophecy. Just like Revelation 13. Because she has made all the nations drink of the wine of her fornication. Okay? And the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh. This is the only thing you can't be saved from, man. And they're pushing it. They're pushing it. They're pushing it. Like Biden said 20 years ago, you will rule on this. Look that video up. It's still on YouTube. Which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation. And he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. How is that going to happen? Through that thermonuclear war, man. Hopefully this message was edifying. Shalom.